everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag color combo 2023, all lowercase letters after the hashtag, and no spaces in there. So this challenge is hosted by Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio, and I will link her YouTube channel in the description box below this video so you can find out more information. Essentially, each month Tammy chooses a color. This month is pink, and then each week she adds one color to that main color to get a combo. And so this week we have pink and burgundy. And so I was digging through my scraps and I came across these, and this is actually a collage of pinks and burgundies and whatnot that I did on a piece of book page for a previous art doll. So then, of course, well, I had to make an art doll because it got me going, but I just tore off this piece that was connected here to sort of give you that dress shape. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. You can see, like, I left this on here. I guess that could be sort of the tail of the dress or whatever, but you're just getting that kind of form. It doesn't have to even be anything. It can be just sort of a straight up and down thing. A lot of people make these type of art dolls out of, you know, whatever. So I have this. I'm going to attempt to create a hat from that, and I'm going to use one of my funky art doll faces, and these are a digital download in my Etsy shop that we'll put here. But I think I'm going to put some sewing tissue over her face to give her color. You could paint it, color it, do whatever you want. We'll probably add a little color to her cheeks. Sorry, I forgot to take my paintbrush out of here. Just realized it. With some watercolor, and then, like, I have one of the flowers from my Entirely Bonkers add-on. That one's in the add-on. And then I have Tina at Shabby Dabby Dooda's butterflies. So I'm going to attempt to cut one of these out real quick that we're going to use essentially kind of in place of her arms, because I have arms, you know, in digital. But I'm like, I kind of just want to use the butterfly. This is just another style of what you can do. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to back that. So I'm going to just glue it onto this piece of paper to give it a little strength, because this is just copy paper that this butterfly is on. So how you guys all doing? I need to find a glue book or glue page. I am doing well. Just keeping busy today for sure. So, and I thank you guys. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I am so bad at remembering the things that I need to do. So, hugs and blessings to Woodland Inspired, which is Celeste. Hi, Celeste. And hugs and blessings to Oz Jan. Hi, Jan. Love you guys. You always have such kind, wonderful comments, and I so appreciate you. I cannot even tell you. And a huge thank you to Linda James. Oh my goodness, girl. So generous and kind. Thank you. I really appreciate it. She was kind enough to give me a super thanks, and just very, very kind and generous. So thank you. I do so appreciate it. Things are definitely picking up in my Etsy shop, so thank you guys. Oh my gosh. It was very scary for a while. I think if it continues, I'll be fine. But yeah, that was super duper scary. And I always don't do well in July, kind of into June, July. And I know it's because people go on vacations, which totally makes sense. But it was literally like crickets, and it was just starting to scare me a whole lot. And I knew that if it continued into the fall, that there was just no way I was going to be able to keep doing this, you know. So I thank you guys for all your kindness, support, just nice comments, anything, like, subscribes, comments, all that stuff on my channel are very helpful as well, because that gets the YouTube algorithm going, which I'm sure you're sick and tired of hearing about. I'm sick and tired of talking about it. But without activity on our channels, they just don't get put up for people to view. So, and then you just kind of fall by the wayside, which has happened quite a bit, but it's definitely getting a little bit better. So I thank you and welcome new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I so appreciate it. And I just can't tell you what it means to me. You guys are just so loving and kind. So thank you. From the very bottom of my heart, I do definitely mean that. Okay, so this is probably going to get cut in half. You're not even going to see some of this, but I'm just cutting the whole thing out because, yeah. These little scissors are the sharpest, most wonderful. They're embroidery scissors, and the handles are all broken. That's why they're taped. But they're so sharp, and they work so great that I don't want to get rid of them. So just that's why they look like they do, though. If you're like, wow, that's sad. Sad days. But yeah, they're just my favorites. So what I'll do is kind of put these out here a little bit more, just so that you can see them, because if you keep it together like this, you don't hardly see it. So that's why I cut the butterfly in half, which is very sad, I know, but that's the only way you can see them. So let's get the face on this. That's what I was going to do and got sidetracked. And I'm just going to put it on here. These little faces are just goofy, and I really like cutting them in circles. For a while I was trying to cut like actual faces, and I don't know, they just always ended up looking wrong. This looks wrong too, but at least this is intentional, if you see what I mean. So yeah, and it's a super easy way to do it. You just put them in a circle cutter of some kind, and voila. I mean, obviously art dolls are not meant to be realistic. They are definitely abstract, for sure. I mean, people do them that are gorgeous and definitely realistic, but I kind of like this off-the-wall abstract thing when I make art dolls. I know some people find them creepy, and I totally understand. I mean, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. So I get it, but it is one of my favorite things to make, and I love them. Like, I like them a lot, but I get if you don't. It's not for everyone. My son does not like them. He's like, they are way too creepy, Mom. Like, yeah, I know, sorry. Sorry about that. This is a Posca. I need to get working. I love these Posca pens. If you don't have Posca pens and you've been on the fence, like, are they good or whatever, they are definitely good. Paint, probably the best paint markers that I've played with, and I've played with a few different ones. But these are definitely the best that I've used. I don't know if they're the best. They're just the best that I've used. And I'm not like working with Posca or anything like that. I just purchased a few to use, and really do like them a lot. So, and I'm just going to go kind of put the detail back in her eyes and that, because obviously when you put the tissue over the whole thing, you do lose some of that detail and the white in her eyes and all that. So, but you could just cover it and be done. You know, you don't have to go through all of that if you don't want to. And I'll go over the black again too, because it definitely gets lost a bit. I don't know if I'm just going to do a tiny bit over on this side. And these faces, as you can see, are very simplified. Faces. What color is this one? Little scrap. That is some weird color right there. Why is it that they're always wacky colors? I think I'm going to use my, I think I have a lot. So I'm going to use my watercolors for her cheeks. I have a bunch of pairs of glasses stacked up over here because I can never find my reading glasses. I'm sure any of you that use reading glasses totally understand what I'm talking about. I swear. I'd almost rather, and I've said this before, you guys are probably like, yeah, I know you say that all the time. I almost just would rather have glasses, like, all the time, glasses. Because it's so aggravating. My husband just laughs at me. He's like, you got like 100 pairs of glasses right here. It's like, sorry. Because you drag them upstairs, downstairs, you know what I mean? They're in this room, they're in that room. Can never find a pair. It's ridiculous. And yes, this is on purpose, this sort of exaggerated circular cheeks. Should be very cute, right? I'll give her pink lips. That'll of course dry lighter because as you know, watercolors dry lighter. Okay. And I'm going to take one of my pens, my fine line pens. Actually, I'll probably need a thicker one to do that part. Maybe this brush pen will work for that, because this is kind of a thicker line. Yeah, all these faces were fun to draw when I did them. Gosh, has it been like 2 years, I think, since I did these? But they are fun to play with for sure. And you can do all kinds of things. I think I'll leave the line under her eye. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and go over it. That was kind of thick on that end, huh? So my daughter starts her band camp. She was kind of crying about it. Not really crying about it, but you know, the emoji with the tear this morning. It's like, well, you signed up for this every year. It's her least favorite part, obviously, just because it's hot. If it wasn't so hot, she would love it, but the heat gets to her. 12-hour days, too. So, yeah, it's not like they just go for a few hours a day. It's 12 hours for 9 days. It's a little intense. But they all do it and have a blast, so I don't know. They're crazy. Crazy kids. And my son is done with work for the summer. You know, he has to get ready to go back to school. Which is crazy. Sorry, I know this is a real slow process. Definitely feel free to fast forward. I just like to, on my longer videos, show everything, just because some people do want to watch the whole thing, so. But I understand if you've seen this stuff and you're like, yeah, I got it. Okay. We're gonna darken, I don't know where that little dot came from, but we'll give her a little cute mole. It's a weird spot for it, but it's fine. Alright, so then she's gonna need a neck, which I should have thought of sooner. Because I will also need to cover it with the tissue so that they match each other. What did I do with that? Oh, it's right there. Sitting on the craft paper, I couldn't see it. So I just need something to connect. It doesn't need to be this long, but. And we're gonna put glue on that too. These are purely in fun, so have fun with it. If you make one, just don't get in your head about it. Just go for it and have fun with it. But I was like, score with the color. I couldn't believe that that was still in there and it was the perfect colors. Just like that. So this will go half. I'll kind of put her head on, but we're gonna do a little inking. Just because I don't really want the super white edge there. If you like the white edge, leave the white edge. And you could get as, you know, detailed into this as you want. You could give that dress more shape, you know, put arms on and the whole thing. But I'm doing a very simplified version. Got my art clear glue. I mean, truly, she should probably have some shoulders and stuff too, but we're just going with it like this. Oh, and the back needs some paper because she could be used as a journaling card. So let's do that. Yikes. I'll just sort of cut around it, I think. Could also tear around it. Afraid I'll tear the dress if I do that. If you're not going to use this in a journal, or you know you won't, or whatever, you obviously do not need to cover the back. You can use whatever, like scrapbooking paper. You can make a collage, make the dress out of all one paper. It doesn't have to be like this. This is just what I wanted to do. The neutral collages look really cool too for this. My son is here today. I mean, I did say he's done with work, but yeah, if you hear banging around, it's him. Okay, there's that. Just so that you can write on the back if you want to. And I did miss a spot right there, but it's fine. All right. Can glue our head on, and I'm gonna tilt it a little, just that gives them personality. And her wings. I got another something on her face. My goodness, what is my dilemma? Keep getting, it's the Distress Oxide from the sponge, you know, the little bits. Kind of do it like that. So see, when you do that, it gives you that effect of arms, so she doesn't seem so odd. I mean, she's odd. But you know what I mean. She sort of seems like she has some arms, so it doesn't seem quite as strange. I'm gonna kind of get an idea. I don't really even know how this hat thing is gonna work, but we're gonna try. And it won't obviously be this long, but okay. So essentially, I'm thinking oh, I said it wasn't going to be that long, and then I did it real long. I'm just not sure how long I want it. Okay, it's very odd. It's a little smaller on this side. Oh, I like it. She's cute. They just always crack me up. I don't know, I'm easily amused. What can I tell you? I'm going to come a little lower on this side, a little higher on that side. It's got paint all over it. Oh, yeah, I don't think that. I forgot those markers. I don't think are permanent. Oh, maybe they are. Scared me for a minute. She's très chic. All in fun, but we definitely got our pink and burgundy. And now you could take, you know, your fine liner, and if you wanted to, come, you know, along the edges of your dress. You could stamp on it. You could do all kinds of things to give it details. even round these a little bit. They're a little... I mean, clearly you could futz around with this for days. Oh my gosh, why can't I cut that? And then if you wanted to sort of show this off a little bit more, because there are different layers here. I can't even tell where that one ends. Do a little faux belt here. I don't know. She's just silly. So there we are. Burgundy and pink. Alright guys, I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you again soon. Love you guys. Bye now.